I'm going to try and film this in one take because, so I can get it on the computer faster than editing, because we went to a christening this morning and I thought it was the christening, if you see me, the christening service and then the party straight after, but it turns out it's the christening service, everybody go home and then go to the party. So the party's not for 2 hours, so I've got a bit of time to kill, so I'm going to try and film it now. The baby's in his fineries and his sailor suit. Anyway, I wanted to tell you how this homeschool register threat is making me change how I record our home school, our home education. Because I wanted to find out for people who aren't off the radar, or people who haven't had to deal with the local education authority officers, for people who are already having to deal with that and send reports and stuff. I wonder if the homeschool register is not as daunting to them because they're already providing things like that. It's very daunting for me just because it's into the unknown. I've never had to provide any kind of evidence of anything. I'm not very good at recording. But the idea that some education officer can come in here, tell me I'm not supplying suitable education and make me send my kids to school makes me feel sick, frankly. So I thought, right, some people think I'm being hysterical, but to me, if there's wolves coming at the door, you prepare. So I'm trying to change how I record everything. So first I'll show you how I record things. I've only changed it in the last couple of days. So first I'm going to show you how I was recording things. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it now. But I'll have to do another video later to tell you, you know, if I keep it up or if it works. So, let me just flip you around, my loves. Here we are. So, I always reverse plan, which means I write things down after it's happened, because I'm not very good at planning. So I normally do it in seasons. So this is the spring one, and I started on the 2nd of March. So I would have kept this going until June, middle of June. So it would have been a lot more fuller than this one I'd have done. Where's the complete one? Hang on. I don't know, because I can't find it. That's a complete one, look. So, and also the thing that worries me is there's not as much as there normally would be on here, because I've been suffering with ill health, which they now think is me needing glasses possibly. So there would have been more on here otherwise, but plus it's nice weather. We do less academic stuff in the nice weather, but we homeschool year round. But anyway, so normally I just write down what we've been doing, you know, history, cooking, what Beanie's been reading, what Pudgy's been reading, read aloud, conversations, nature study, gardening, RE, geography, art and crafts, maths. And for maths I normally just put ongoing and possibly put timetables or whatever. So that's how I was doing it. And I was thinking, unless I specifically put what child it is in brackets, it could mean any of them. But we do a lot of stuff together, and this all makes sense to me, but I don't know if it makes sense to an education officer, and it doesn't look very organised or professional, does it? So, and I keep pictures, but I never keep written stuff. I just end up composting it or getting rid of it. So I thought I need to start keeping written examples of work. So they've all got a little plastic folder each, and when they run out I'll just start a new one. So this is Pinky's one, and that's already got 3 things in. Ezra, and I've wrote on it, look, Ezra age 6, written work. Ezra's bod, by the way. Written work examples, May the 21st, 2022 till, because I only started this a couple of days ago. I still have this Beanie. Pudge pot. So, I thought, I haven't got a printer, so I can't print off and make my own ones up. And I thought, if I've got to do it for each child, it's going to be very time consuming writing it all out myself. So I was looking at homeschool record books, and I bought this one because a homeschool record book on Amazon for one child was like £7 or £8, and I've got to buy 4, and eventually I'll have to buy 5. I mean, technically I've only got to buy 3 because Pinky isn't actually at school age yet till September, but she nearly is, so I thought I might as well start recording now. So I bought this one off Amazon. It was £12, but it says for up to 6 students. So I thought, well, we'll try it. We'll try. And also, it said on the review that Amy Sharony, I don't know if I'm saying it right, is a homeschool mum herself. So I'll show you what's in it. But I've only had it a couple of days, so there's a lot I haven't filled out yet, and there's a lot I still need to look at. It's just a bit of thing telling you how to fill it in, look. So, year calendar. So I think that's just like, I don't know. I think I'll write in birthdays, you know, trips out, holidays, things like that, to see at a glance, maybe. Goals for the year. So I'm going to fill that in, but I haven't had a chance yet. This is a month. All this bit is monthly, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, to be honest. Unless I just keep track of, you know, how socialisation, you know, how many trips to Beavers, how many trips to the library, whatever. I don't know yet. I'm still learning how to use it. So all that is monthly. Now, I've just started. I got it on a Friday, and it starts on a Monday. So I was thinking, but look, I was thinking, how am I going to fill all this in? I was quite intimidated. But I've only filled in 2 days worth, and already I'm thinking it's not enough space. So once you start writing things down, you'd be surprised at how much you're doing. So Gabriel, that's Pudge, Elijah, that's Bean, Ezra, that's Bod, Kathleen, that's Pinky, and eventually it'll be Jeremiah, which is the baby. And then I've got a spare one. But obviously by the time Jeremiah is doing school, I'll be on a different book, won't I? But I'm glad I've got these 2 extra columns, because I'm not fitting it all in. How can you fit in what one child does in just a little box like that? I mean, I get it. It's for people who traditionally school, where they'd put maths pages, English pages, but I don't homeschool like that. This is why I'm going to find it hard to record things. Life is learning, and I can't. Some things touch upon several different subjects. So I'm using these extra 2 columns to write extra stuff. And I also found if I fill out what Pudge has done, and then I'll just put in Beanie's column, same as Gabriel above, same as Bod. If I put what he's done, then in Pinky's bit I'll put same as but adjusted to her age, and then all this is extra. And the other thing I found was it's a traditional. This is obviously made for somebody who homeschools Monday to Friday, and Saturday to Sunday is practically nothing, because Saturday and Sundays you meant to share a column. All that was Saturday. But luckily on the back there's a page that says extras, so I could write Sunday on here. But I'll show you what I've put so far. So Pudge's column, this was Friday. Lesson 1 on online maths program numerised decimals. And that's all I put, because honestly I wasn't very well Friday, and we had an optician's appointment. And same for Beanie. And then for Bod, I've put sight word card literacy and a beginner reader book, Sam's part, optician's appointment, new glasses, and carry on with patching. And then for Pinky, I've just put sight words, cards, beginner reader's book, Sam's part. And then I put in under the 2 spare bits, I put Ezra and Kathleen, that's Bod and Pinky, sorry, work on opposites and imaginative play. All mum needs glasses, talk about symptoms and eye care, because that is educational, the things I've been suffering and what I've had to do. And talk about vitamins importance and vitamin deficiencies, healthy eating. And then Saturday, which was yesterday, so for Pudge I put lesson 2 rounding numbers, and lesson 3 negative numbers on numerise. Discover how grapes are grown in the UK, and weed and plant tomatoes, peppers and cucumbers in allotment greenhouse. And then for Bean I've just put same as Gabriel above, because they did the same. And then for Ezra I put talk about human body, lungs, heart and stomach acid functions, because that was a conversation we had. But if someone reads this, they might think it was written word, but it was a conversation we had. It's still learning. Handwriting and sight word practice and addition and subtraction, book hunting at allotment. And then for Pinky, I've put same as Ezra above, but handwriting and maths adjusted for her age. All of us Jasper's first birthday. Park. Play, friends, PE, role play, solving disputes. That's from all from a visit from the park. Saw the results of art textiles project with fabric paint project. 1 hour gaming, that's popular culture. Ezra, that's bod. Drawing, Minecraft pictures where I had to make everything square. And then under extras I put I read aloud, which is Josie Smith. Story, books from the library, and the independent reading. Gabriel was a graphic novel. Elijah's Five Nights at Freddy's novel, but it's not graphic. And then I'd already filled in my box for yesterday, and then the boys started making models out of plasticine to bother there. And then here for today, because we've been to a christening, so that's religion, and then the party, that's socialisation. Now grades, we don't have grades in England, and I don't understand them anyway, but I'm just going to use that bit for extra space. And it just repeats itself like that over and over again. Look, you've got your week, extras, week, extras, week, extras, and it repeats itself like that all the way along. So I'm hoping there's lots of space. It's quite a big book, look, which it wants to be for 12 quid. That's the woman, look. Amy Sharoney is the founder and editor of Homeschool Life magazine, a quarterly magazine for secular homeschools. She lives in Atlanta with her husband and her 2 happily homeschooled children, one very sport dog. I can relate to that. So what's in the back then? Just resources, notes, hotel. Oh, the year in review. So at the end I could put like how they've improved on things, because that seems to be a theme with the homeschool reports at the moment. They want to know how they've improved, how they improved, how they improved. I don't want to change how I'm homeschooling because we're very relaxed. It's very, all over the place. Conversations, life experiences following the children. The only thing I kind of insist on is maths and English. So I don't want to change how we do things. I don't want it to be a huge change for the children. I don't want to upset the way of life we've got already or make it like school. But I also want to protect us from any harm this homeschool register might come up. So I'm hoping being a bit more efficient with how, or at least to me, I've not wrote down anything different than I would on a scrap of paper in here, but this looks more efficient and organised for when some, I'm trying not to swear, person in a suit comes round and tries to judge me. So that's what I'm doing for now. I'll have to do a video later on to tell if it's working or not, my loves. Anyway, I'll try and bang this on. I'm hoping I can clean the front room before we go to the christening party, but that depends on the baby. He's already sat and played happily while I did this, so I may push my luck already. But let me know if you lot are preparing and how you keep records. On YouTube, a lot of American mums already have to keep records depending on what state they're in. So if you look at them, it can give you ideas. But if you don't want to make your own planner record book, there are some available. This isn't sponsored at all. This is just the one I bought. If you've only got one child, this one's going to be useless to you, isn't it? Unless you want the extra space to spread out, or your writing's big or whatever. So yeah. I'll see you next time, my loves. Bye bye.